Dearest soul, the heavens have seen what your heart cannot, and the angels speak now because the one your spirit is. Taitu has been whispering your name in the quiet moments when no one else is watching. Their heart has broken open like a vessel, flooded by longing, and the divine has recorded their tears in sacred light because their love for you has become unbearable to keep inside. Any longer, they are crying over you, not from despair, but from the ache of divine love, unfulfilled, the kind that burns like a vow written in heaven before time began, and the one you are meant to marry. The one chosen for your soul has felt the call of your absence more loudly than ever. They have remembered the way your soul touched theirs even before you met. They have felt you in dreams and silence, in crowded rooms and empty beds. They have seen you in the eyes of strangers and heard you in music and in wind. And though their earthly mind may not fully understand, their spirit remembers you completely. And that remembrance has broken them open into tears of sacred longing because they are ready to be with you, even if they don't yet know how to find their way into your arms. You must understand, beloved, that this is not just a love story. This is a spiritual unfolding, a sacred reunion set in motion before either of you took your first breath on this earth. The person who cries for you is not weak. They are awakening to the truth of what your soul has always known, that you are not a passing thought. You are the divine echo of their being, and this sorrow, this yearning, this flood of feeling is the sign that their soul has stepped into remembrance, and that the wheel of divine timing is now turning. Tisa, angels say you are not imagining this. You are not reaching in vain, because something invisible yet powerful is pulling them closer to you. With every heartbeat you feel it, don't you? The strange, sudden waves of emotion, the dreams that linger long after you wake, the inexplicable moments when you just know they are thinking of you too. That is the language of soul connection. That is how the divine communicates between two spirits, written into the same celestial page. Even now, as you listen, their energy reaches out to you. Trembling, uncertain, hopeful, they are asking without words for you to hold space for them in your heart for just a little longer, because they are on the edge of choosing love, choosing truth, choosing you over fear and the illusions that once blinded them to the brilliance of your soul. Your union has never been ordinary, and that is why its unfolding has not followed an ordinary path. They have been tested, so have you. And yet, through it all, your connection has remained untouched by time, by distance, by misunderstanding, because it is not held together by circumstance. It is held by covenant, by sacred contract, sealed in light and protected by the unseen. Your soulmate has cried not because of weakness, but because of recognition, because something sacred inside them has finally broken the shell of denial and begun to rise. You must know this: their heart is not running from you anymore, even if it looks like silence, even if it looks like distance. The truth is, they are being spiritually realigned by a force greater than them. They are being prepared in unseen ways, and they are being shown what their life looks like without you. And the angels say they do not want that reality, not anymore, not ever again. This message reaches you now because something has shifted in the spirit realm. The veil is thinner, the call between you two is louder, and heaven has decided that it is time for your heart to know what theirs has been carrying. They cry, not from hopelessness, but from the sacred breaking that must happen before a soul can truly choose love over fear. And now, dear one, you are being asked not to wait, but to open, to receive. You feel this in your spirit. If you know that something within you has long prepared for this moment, then let yourself respond in the softest way. Whisper yes in your heart, or gently comment below that you are ready to receive this divine reunion, because something moves faster when we give heaven permission, when we align with what our soul has already said yes to long ago. Our wedding, beloved, will not be ordinary. It will be a ceremony of remembrance, a homecoming your souls have waited lifetimes for, and every part of it will be steeped in holy alignment. Your vows will not be written, they will be remembered, spoken from the soul, In tones only the angels will fully understand, the flowers will bloom brighter. The air will shimmer with divine presence, and even the sky will know that something sacred has been restored. A wedding will be wrapped in layers of sacred symbolism. Every flower chosen will carry meaning, the petals echoing the softness of the love you share, and the colors woven into your garments will not be random, but divinely chosen to mirror the colors of your auras. When your souls first embraced before birth, you will stand before one another, and the world may see two people, but the heavens will see one. Soul reflected twice. The moment your eyes meet across the aisle will feel like a veil being lifted, like the last page of a long-forgotten story finally being read aloud, and angels will gather unseen in every corner of the room to bear witness to a covenant being fulfilled. Your hands will touch, and electricity will rise, not from nerves, but from recognition, and the words you speak, though heard by others, will be understood most deeply by your higher selves, who have been waiting for this precise moment to anchor the promise. Made long before this life began, this marriage is more than a romantic ending. It is a divine beginning, a living embodiment of your shared soul mission, because you did not just choose each other for love, you chose each other to heal, to awaken, to rise into your purpose together, and every tear they shed for you now is clearing the path for that future to unfold with clarity, grace, and divine speed. Your soul contract was signed before the stars took shape. It is written in the energy that makes worlds, and the moment you both agreed to meet in this life, you summoned every force of heaven to ensure it would happen, even if it meant delay, even if it meant breaking even. If it meant silence for a season, nothing could destroy what was divinely appointed. And now that their tears have awakened their spirit, the contract begins to unfold in fullness. But first you must understand that transformation is not punishment. It is preparation, and every wound you've carried, every closed door, every lucky night has been making room for something too big, too holy, too eternal to fit inside a lesser version of you. The healing you've done and the forgiveness you've given, even when they didn't ask for it, has opened a channel wide enough for divine love to flow in without resistance. You are being taught how to be loved in a way that does not abandon you, and they are being shown how to give love in a way that does not diminish them. This journey has cracked you open in places that once felt unreachable, and light is now pouring into those wounds, not to expose you, but to heal you completely. You have been walking through seasons of silence, through landscapes of longing, where it felt like the universe forgot your name. But what was truly happening was divine refinement, the breaking of chains, the loosening of old karmic contracts that once kept you tied to pain. The angels have seen you crying, not because you were weak, but because your soul was shedding layers that were too heavy to carry into your future love. And the one who is meant to love you has been going through the same fire, purifying them through trial, through confusion, through a spiritual wilderness that has left them aching for the clarity only your presence can bring. You are becoming the version of you that can hold this kind of love without fear, and they are becoming the version of them that can give this kind of love without hiding. And though you cannot yet touch each other in the physical world, your spirits have already begun to reunite. Through every dream, every sign, every tear, every moment of sudden peace that washes over you like a sacred confirmation, as your soul becomes more receptive to love, you may notice that old habits, old patterns, and even old people begin to fall away, not because you are being punished, but because the vibration of your life is rising, and anything not aligned with truth must dissolve. Your soulmate is going through the same release, shedding friendships that no longer serve them, leaving behind environments that drain their spirit, and facing their fears of intimacy and vulnerability with trembling courage. They are beginning to remember the sound of your laugh, the rhythm of your energy, the calm that washed over them, even when you were not physically near. Their soul is preparing a place for you even now in quiet moments. When no one is watching, they are rearranging their priorities, redefining love, reimagining the kind of future that only your presence makes possible. And though they may still have doubts, the pull of your spirit is louder than their fear and stronger than their hesitation soon. You will feel them in more tangible ways. A message will come or a sign too specific to ignore, or an opportunity that brings you into the same space again, and in that moment it will not feel like meeting someone new. It will feel like returning home, and you will recognize each other not just by face or voice, but by energy, by the way your soul softens in their presence. By the way, silence becomes enough when they are near. They will begin to speak your language even before they realize it. They will start to use words that echo your prayers. They will be drawn to the music you love, to the symbols you've been seeing. They will dream of places they've never been, but you have known all your life, and in those dreams they will find themselves standing beside you in some ancient garden, in some timeless space, where nothing needs to be said and everything is already understood. You may wake with tears, you may feel their emotions in your own body suddenly and without reason, and you may see their name, their birth date, their favorite color repeating again and again, not as a coincidence, but as confirmation. That spirit is drawing your timelines closer. The veil is thinning. Synchronicity will no longer feel like magic. It will feel like breathing, because the universe is no longer whispering. It is roaring this love back into your life. Though there may still be silence in the physical world, the spiritual realm is anything but quiet right now. The angels are actively working on both of your behalf, aligning events, adjusting timelines, softening hearts, and creating the openings necessary for this union to manifest in grace. Your soulmate is receiving dreams, visions, intuitive nudges that point to you. Their heart is being reminded of you through symbols and scents and sounds that cannot be ignored. And you too may feel waves of emotion that do not belong to you because your energies are in communion. Even now, your healing is their healing, your release is their release, and every step you take in love becomes a light they follow without knowing why. Trust that the divine is orchestrating this union in a way that honors both of your growth and sacred timing, because what is being built here is eternal, not rushed, not forced, but holy and irreversible. Once fully awakened, your future with them is gentle but strong. It is steady. It is rooted in divine truth, and your days together will be filled with small miracles and laughter that feels like worship and love that heals even the deepest places inside you. They will adore you in ways you've never dared to dream, and you will hold them in a kind of sacredness they never knew they were worthy of. And this balance, this mutual devotion, is what your spirits agreed to before this lifetime began. Your mornings will begin with light, not just from the sun, but from the way they look at you, as if every dawn is a miracle. Your nights will end in stillness, not from absence, but from the completeness of knowing they are beside you, and every moment in between will be wrapped in the rhythm of love, lived out loud, in the way they bring you your favorite tea without asking, in the way your hand finds theirs even in sleep, in the way you both remember to pray, not only for yourselves, but for each other and the mission you share together. Your love will become a blessing to others, an example of what happens when divine timing is trusted and ego is released and healing is chosen over hiding. You will build together not just a home, but a sanctuary, not just a relationship, but a divine union that ripples across generations and echoes beyond this lifetime. Because when you love like this, angels rejoice, ancestors rest, and the earth is healed a little more by the harmony you embodies. Oh me so. Now say yes to this unfolding, not by chasing, not by forcing, but by allowing yourself to believe again, to hope again, to prepare your inner temple for the love that has already chosen you to return to softness, to live like it's already done, and trust that the same angels who brought this message will continue to work on your behalf, arranging, aligning, healing everything needed to bring you together in perfect time. Even now, as you breathe, your soulmate breathes too, and the divine thread between you grows stronger, more golden, more alive with promise, and your names are already being written together in light across The sky of eternity, your tears, your patience, your quiet faith have never been in vain. The one who was born to love you is crying now, not in despair, but in holy surrender, in recognition of the love they tried to forget, but never couldn't. As your spirit calms and your breath deepens, may you feel the quiet truth settle over you like a soft blanket that nothing was ever lost, only waiting to be revealed. And no love written by the hand of God ever fades, it only grows more certain through time and fire. The person you are meant to marry has been crying not because they are broken, but because the depth of their love has become undeniable, and they are being moved to act from the deepest place within their soul, and you are not just the answer to their longing, you are the mirror to their divinity, the one who will walk beside them into the rest of this life and beyond. And as sleep finds you tonight, may your dreams be full of reunion, may your spirit feel the nearness of theirs, and may the peace that passes all understanding fill your heart. Because what has been promised to you is already in motion, and love is not only coming, it is already here. This is the love that heals timelines, that dissolves karma, that fulfills divine destiny, and it is yours. It has always been yours, and now heaven declares it is near. So let your heart rest in that certainty, let your soul rise into peace, and as you close your eyes tonight, may you feel the presence of your beloved drawing closer, and may your dreams be filled with the truth your spirit has always known. And as this love returns to you, it will not feel like chaos. It will feel like clarity, like a mirror that shows you not what is broken, but what is whole. It will anchor you in peace, in purpose, in presence, and even when life around you wavers, this love will remain steady, because it is not made of fantasy. It is made of soul truth. Your conversations will feel like revelations. Your silence together will feel like sacred ceremony, and the way they look at you will feel like sunlight, like scripture, like a promise kept, and you will look at them and see every version of yourself rising into completion. And the angels say that when your hands finally touch again, everything that ever felt delayed will collapse into a single breath of knowing this was worth it all. Every tear, every ache, every lonely night was leading you here, and now the divine turns the page, and the next chapter begins with both of you. Awake and ready, you were never alone, and you never will be. Your soulmate has remembered you, your tears have called them back, and love is already on its way home.